Yeah, it was a lot. I said I'm getting promoted here. And
welcome back. Welcome back. What up, though? Detroit Slang. Welcome back to my channel. I want to take a shout out. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. What'd you say?
I said you're not coming up on YouTube for me.
Really? You up under me?
Yeah, it said I see the last one you made. No, this.
Oh, it should show live. You gotta probably click on and hit the live button.
It keeps showing me, what is this? Kingmaker. Shit.
I don't know what that is. But they can hear you because I ain't got you on mute.
Oh, put me on mute.
Hold on. Okay. Then you ain't gonna be able to hear me, I don't think. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. All right, y'all.
No, they can't hear me. Let me come out.
Thank y'all. So, how y'all been? Again, thank you to all my new subscribers. I got my friend.
There you go.
She's sitting up there on the phone with me. She been going through, and it's one of my good friends. So she may want to add something on while we talking, but she's going to be on the telephone. Okay. Today we going in on Minnesota. What the hell is going on in Minnesota? They got all this fraud with the housing.
Hang up because I can't hear you.
Okay. All right, hang up. They got all this fraud going on in the housing and feeding the children because it's a big Somalian community, which Omar is from that community. They got so much migrant fraud, corruption. Tim Waltz, they done caught the PDF files up in Minnesota. They done unalive the senator up in Minnesota. They just had her funeral. What the fuck is going on in Minnesota? So we dealing with the whole state of Minnesota. I just put everything all in one. So we did. Oh, Omar Fatch, he sit on the city council. He like that. Damn, what's that man name running for mayor? Zamudi. Lord have mercy. Zamandi, whatever his name is, running for mayor in New York. Socialist. Omar Fatch, he is socialist, communist. I'm just like, you can't make this shit up. What's going on in Minnesota? So first, I'm gonna get into some articles, and then you know what? This is from June. So you know what? I'm gonna do videos first. Let me do videos first. This is the 250 million fraud scheme, Minnesota. Feed the children. This was the largest C-19 fraud scheme in America, Minnesota.
I want to thank everyone for coming, and thank you for your interest in this important case. My name is Lisa Kirkpatrick, and I'm the Acting United States Attorney for the District of Minnesota. It is my privilege to announce the guilty verdicts in the case of United States versus Amy Bach and Salim Saeed. Today, after 6 weeks of trial, the jury delivered a quick and unequivocal verdict. Guilty on every single count.
You can't make this shit up.
As you know, Amy Bach masterminded a $250 million fraud scheme. It was the largest COVID fraud scheme in the country. And what Bach and her co-defendants did was reprehensible. During COVID, while so many were trying to be helpers, Bach and Saeed were thieves. They used a time of crisis as their golden opportunity to enrich themselves and their criminal partners. Outlandishly so. And every step of the way, Bach fought to keep her fraud scheme going. Today, her efforts to lie, to blame others, to escape responsibility all came to an end. At the conclusion of today's hearing, Judge Nancy Brazel took both Saeed and Bach into custody, and we look forward to sentencing. I want to highlight the team in front of you.
Let me see how long this is.
From the U.S. Attorney's Office, the AUSAs, the paralegals, and support team members, and the special agents and forensic accountants from the FBI, the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, and the IRS. This extraordinary team has worked for literal years around the clock to bring this vile scheme to an end. To indict not 1, 2, or 10, but 70 defendants.
70.
To bring to trial those cases in the face of truly extraordinary hurdles, including the attempted bribery of a juror in the first speeding our future trial, and the attempt to witness during the trial.
Hey, Therapy, I called you. All right, let me know if you want to come up, and you can come up. But yeah, I called you back, and you didn't answer. I figured you was asleep. I did. I called you back. You must not looked at that 313 number, Therapy. Did you go live yesterday? Oh, you didn't? I did. I called you back. I sure did. Okay. Well, if you want to come back, let me know. Just put it in the chat, and I'll drop the link.
At this point, this is your U.S. office. Your federal agencies work for you, the people of Minnesota. I'm extraordinarily privileged to lead this office, an office that I have been a part of for over 20 years.
I want her to, let me move her along.
In recent years, that reputation has changed. All too often, our state...
Oh, you just checked it. Okay.
And defeating our future cases come to symbolize the problem of fraud in our state. It has become the shame.
All right, Therapy.
Minnesota. Hopefully, today's verdict will help turn the page on this awful chapter in our state's history. This state that is our home, that has so much to offer, and it deserves so much better. I want to thank the team that have devoted months and years of their lives to this case, this trial, the last trial, and all the other cases, 70 defendants so far. And I want to thank the jury for their verdict and their careful attention to this case over the past 7 weeks. Thank you.
Any questions, Chuck?
Yes.
You've got 30 defendants who are still hanging out there. Do you think this?
No, I ain't even get to the pedos yet. I'm gonna get to that. This is the $250 million fraud. They got an $800 million fraud in housing, and then they got another fraud. Minnesota just, the whole state effed up under 10 Waltz. So I just had to put it all together. This is the Feed the Children $250. I ain't got to the pedos yet. They did, but you know what? They did bust a whole lot. I'm not sure if it's 70, but they arrested 70 people in this $250 million fraud case. I think I'm gonna go past some of this. Let me see.
Which Brazel indicated just moments ago.
And you have more defendants lined up to begin trial soon.
Yes, we have a trial in a few weeks with 2 of the co-defendants in this case.
Joe, what kind of message as the Senate Minnesotans were normally pretty open-handed in helping out their neighbors, helping out people from foreign countries. Are you worried about the stipend of, does this send a message to people beware of who you are dealing with?
Well, look, these defendants committed a fraud. These defendants did, not their communities. These defendants chose to commit fraud. They're being held responsible for their actions. I think, obviously, our state, there's been some self-reflection as a state about how we run these programs.
Right.
In terms of, we hold these defendants responsible for their actions. That's what we do in cases as prosecutors.
One more question?
What effect has it had, when this was announced in 20 now, the administration hasn't picked a new one. So can you just talk about, I guess, what's it like behind the scenes when you guys are all just kind of doing this, and what impact does that have, if any?
Well, good leadership matters, obviously, but we're all professionals, like civil servants throughout the federal government and elsewhere. We do our jobs every day, regardless of who's sitting in the White House.
So that's the first fraud. They all got some real time too. They ain't playing with the people. Trump ain't playing.
We are following your money in the Feeding Our Future fraud investigation. As we reported first on 5 Eyewitness News, a federal jury convicted Feeding Our Future founder Amy Bach and restaurant owner Salim Saeed on all charges yesterday. These are new booking photos of the two locked up tonight in Sherburne County as they await sentencing. But the effort to claw back the millions of taxpayer dollars they stole is still happening. Investigative reporter Eric Rasmussen is following that part of the story for us.
And Kevin, if you've been following this case, you know the big number. Nearly $250 million stolen from a federal program to feed kids in need. And now we're learning more about where that money went and what's being done to get it back. It's a sweet house on a cul-de-sac in Plymouth. Even sweeter online in real estate.
That's a nice ass house.
An indoor basketball court.
Damn.
On Wednesday, a jury found Salim Saeed used federal food money to buy the house for $1.1 million. Now it's
Damn.
part of a government portfolio of property seized in the Feeding Our Future fraud investigation across Minnesota, the United States, and even in places such as Turkey and Kenya. A first step in trying to recover nearly $250 million stolen from taxpayers.
That is why it's the United States of America versus, because you haven't just harmed an individual in cases like this. You harmed the whole community.
Former U.S. Attorney Erica McDonald says the job of getting money back.
And what makes it so bad, that's Minnesota has the largest Somalian community. That's where Omar in the Senate is from. I'm gonna get to her ass, but I got to do her separate because there's so much on her. Get these people out of office for real. Get them out. Yeah, and this is our money that they stealing, and these are immigrants, and some of them are illegal.
Falls on the Financial Litigation Unit, or FLU, in the Federal Prosecutor's Office. Are we talking about houses, cars, jewelry, bank accounts?
You name it. And I can tell you, I've worked with these folks in the U.S. Attorney's Office here in Minnesota, and they are tenacious.
Guilty on every single count.
At the end of this news conference, prosecutors on the Feeding Our Future case revealed how much they've recovered so far.
About $60 million to date.
A hard reality check that even with the conviction of Amy Bach, Salim Saeed, and others, taxpayers may never be made whole. It would be pretty wishful thinking to assume they're going to recoup $246 million here, isn't it?
That's correct. And I think the most important thing...
Right there, B. Right.
That is why we need strong controls in place to make sure it doesn't happen in the first place.
Now, you heard prosecutors say they've recovered about $60 million of that $250 million figure. Well, we now know about half of that is in the form of cash, actually seized from bank accounts, all connected to Feeding Our Future.
Damn.
We know about the money that they can't get back.
All right, Kevin, during the trial, we reported on lavish vacations and luxury car rentals, so most of that money is likely gone for good. You also have to factor in depreciation of the cars and other property that was seized. And, don't forget, Amy Bach's second in command at Feeding Our Future in this case, well, he fled the country in 2021, so...
I guess he did.
How much money went out the door with him? I've never seen a visual like
I guess he did flee. See what I'm saying? Therapy fled the damn country.
No, it's really expensive. Okay, thanks, Eric.
Of course, you can comment.
That's some bullshit. Fled the country. Went back to Somalia. And then people wonder why I'm so gun-ho against these, okay, this is the same article. I'm not gonna play that. Let me let that one go. Y'all just give me 1 minute. Let me just make sure that's it for that date. Trump time. Okay, all right, let's see. Okay, let me go to 3. And let me get to this next one. The whole state is corrupt. Minnesota. All right, I'm on the date now. Let me see. All right, we on the date now. I think this is okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me make sure this is the only one. Okay, here we go. Now here goes Somalia, new charge. This is Omar. I think this is Omar.
All right. So before we get into the main stuff tonight, there is other stuff that happened that's kind of comical involving Johnny. First, and this is just crazy. Well, of course, he was out live streaming. And look, I'm not going to spend too much time on what Ramsey was doing today, just because it really was largely insignificant.
Let me get past this.
I've always had noteworthy, I guess, happened today. So he was out streaming, and well, this happened. And let's play the video here. Let's play the video. Yeah, one more time for the audience.
This is another Somalian in Minnesota.
Yeah, he got absolutely pimp-handed there, as you might say. Treated like a emotional cabbage.
He got pimp slapped. That's what he's saying. You ready for the link? Okay.
Perhaps that grandfather that he pushed, or that church that he desecrated, or those construction workers he bothered, or the ajimas that were working in the convenience store, the pyeoncham, one of their cousins, one of their brothers, somebody who knew them, was like, I don't appreciate you messing with my dad, my grandfather, my uncle.
Yep, and he got pimp slapped. Let me get the link.
There live, got the tweets, and very much mirrors how he got destroyed in court today. So that is actually the second time. That's not Dalgun. This is not Dalgun. This is the second time he is clearly on camera, gotten handled. Okay. So
they pimp slapped him.
So some of you have guessed this, but it is related
Here come the link
to the deep fakes. So this is the paper that was filed in February, right? So this was what he flashed and let us know. Hey, I have a deep fake that's been sent to the prosecutor in February.
Hold on.
Well, if you look at the timeline, it typically takes about 2 months of investigation for it to go.
I'm redoing
from the
it.
prosecutor's office to court.
There you go.
So that is something that it's like, okay, well, it's going to take 2 months to get from the prosecutor's office to court. Well, it's a little under 2 months, right? It's a little under 2 months. It has now come before the court. So we now have, and this is it in Korean on the top and in English on the bottom. We now have a confirmation. This is the top is the original Korean and the bottom is there. For those that don't know,
Oh, he's Korean?
The beginning of his name, Ramsey, right? So they anonymize it in the case file. This is literally from his
There go the link.
from his case file. See that this is, once again, unlike Ramsey, I actually know how to use Google Translate. And
Let me move it around.
Of sexual crimes, right?
He was committed a sexual crime.
So obviously this happened after 2020. So distribution of false images. So that's deep fakes. So we're talking about deep fakes here, right? So there are 3 sections. Each section is different, okay? So a person who edits, synthesizes, or processes a photo, video, or audio recording of a person's face, body, or voice against the will of the subject of the video in any form that may cause sexual desire or shame. So it's sexual desire or shame for the purpose of distribution shall be punished or imprisoned for more than 5 years and a fine not exceeding 500 million won. So this is just for making, editing, or synthesizing a sexual deepfake or a shameful deepfake. And by the way, let me be clear. He has been creating a ton of deepfakes. And I think today he was actually, he said on his stream something about police being in his Discord. So they were talking about police being in his Discord, right? Because, there's an open Discord and there likely are police that have archived all the deepfakes he's made, including deepfakes he's made about Korean streamers. He's made deepfakes of me. He's made all sorts of deepfakes, all sorts of deepfakes that are sexual in nature. And once again, that comes back on him because he's been pushing that out there.
I'm adding
talking
you.
about that, right? So all of that comes back on him. But the thing is, that's not where that statute stops. And the problem for Johnny is he goes even further. So a person who distributes, this is the key, distributes an edited work, composite work, or copy, pursuant to paragraph 1, or a person who distributes a commission non-consensually, right, shall be subject to a punishment of not more than 5 years, fine exceeding 50 million. But that's not where he's screwed. Where he's screwed is he's hit under section 3. A person who commits the crime, so deepfake, by using an information and communication network. Literally, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Somali is receiving an aggravated sentence because he streamed it. Let me see that one more time.
Wow.
Johnny Somali is getting an aggravated sentence because he streamed it, because he put it on Discord, because he had to do it for the content, right? For the content. He's self-owned 100%. And look at how this statute is worded, ladies and gentlemen. Let's focus on this. Shall be punished by imprisonment of not more than 7 years. There is no option in this statute for a fine. Do you see how?
Wow.
I've heard the name Johnny Somali.
Wow.
I've heard the name Johnny Somali. I was like, damn, that name sounds familiar.
Right. Oh, yeah, he in trouble.
They finally got his ass.
Because he's Somalian.
Yeah, but they finally got his ass.
They finally got him. Now, here go the... I don't know what right here. I think this is Minnesota.
But it's a lot of them up there, up north, though. A lot of those people up there.
Those videos will be up on the screen.
Look at this one. Here go to prostitution.
Parked outside that I think you're going to want to take pictures of when we're done here. So with that, I'll get started. First off, I would like to thank our detectives for all their hard work. These operations are never easy, and they put in a lot of time. So the people who helped us out with the specific operation was Henry County Sheriff's Office, Richfield Police Department, and the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. And they all do a very good job at helping out with these operations. But before we get started, I'm going to talk about one case from one of our previous operations, and this will all tie into what I'm going to say today. So, Mr. Michael Gillis here, I said he was a sexual predator. So back in August, when we did our last operation, he said that he wanted to stick his tongue in the butt of a 15-year-old kid. We arrested him. Then he went to Florida in October and did the same thing. So I'm going to play this video.
Wow.
They let him out.
He went to, for him that day, Chris Hansen happened to be there. So Grant.
This is terrible.
Wow, Chris.
He left Minnesota and went to Florida, did the same thing, and then Judd, because you know Judd don't play in Florida. Judd don't play.
Shit, they don't play out here in Houston, especially around this area. Man, they be getting judges. They done got
this shit, y'all.
Roll that video real quick.
Man, what? They done got police officers,
All right,
teachers,
come
and
on, StreamYard. That's my stream. Huh?
yeah. I say they done
You
arrest.
say what now?
Out here in Houston, they done arrested judges, people on city council, teachers, all kind of people for doing that kind of shit. Police officers, everybody.
With minors?
Yeah, they
With
have
minors?
and they had child porn on their shit, like on their computer or
Wow.
on their phone, shit like that. It'd be people in government out here, like city council, motherfucking teachers, damn people working at the
so
school.
Much. That's why
Janitor.
all Minnesota together. So much. Wow, listen to this shit though.
Okay.
Wow. It's a special place in hell for this PDF file.
Just a couple of months ago, we learned that Michael is out on bond after allegedly committing a very similar crime. He was arrested by the Bloomington, Minnesota Police Department for engaging in electronic communication relating or describing sexual conduct with a child and solicitation of a child to commit a sexual offense. And now, here in Polk County, Michael is charged with 4 felonies and 2 misdemeanors. Lewd and lascivious conduct, misrepresentation of age after using a computer to solicit a minor, or use of a two-way communication device, providing false information to law enforcement during an investigation, and resisting officer. We'll keep you posted on the case against him.
Mr. Gillis here, who I call the Predator, when he came to our operation, he had brought his own vehicle to get the 15-year-old. When he went to Florida, he got smarter and Uber there to drive him around, and then they caught him. He came back to Minnesota, and there's a criminal complaint out there that you'll see. Where on March 2nd, he child to his house.
Wow.
And then he sexually assaulted him.
Oh my God.
Then
oh my God.
He was able to get out of jail. At that point, I started.
You muted. You gotta take yourself off mute.
Because, quite frankly, locally here.
Oh no, I was talking to my wife.
We started engaging.
So this is what I was telling her.
Oh, okay. Tell her I said hello.
Oh, she read.
Okay.
Yeah, but look, this is what I was telling her. I've been telling her about these damn tethers, man. These motherfuckers, they come over here talking all that. We worked hard, shit. them motherfuckers ain't nothing but scammers, man. And they should not even be able to be in a government position or any position that has to do with government. Even if you from another country, even you came over here and got your citizenship, you still shouldn't be able to be in office. You're not a natural U.S. citizen.
I agree. I agree. And they need to stop that.
They be the main ones shutting down reparations because they can't get a piece of it. You know?
Right. And you see them Africans that's over here, they think they should be a part of reparations, but we not gonna, that's another topic. But yeah, they think that they should get some no, the fuck you shouldn't.
The motherfuckers help sell their kinfolks. How the hell you supposed to get anything? You help sell your kinfolks.
Exactly. That's my sentiments exactly. My sentiments exactly.
You don't deserve that. If you wasn't over here when they first kicked out years ago, man, you're not a U.S. citizen. And the 14th Amendment is not meant for y'all. It's not meant for Africans or anybody from over there anywhere to gain from the 14th Amendment.
It was meant for us.
Yeah, specifically for us.
And I'm glad Trump said that. I'm so glad he finally said that.
Yeah, and that was the alley-oop reparation. Okay, gotcha.
That we can start to send some of these cases. Next.
Wait a minute, we missed the last one. Hold on.
He said, I don't.
Okay, here we go.
He wanted to give the little girl some cocaine, some crack. Come on, man. Where you do that at? Next, Vicente also said when the girl told him that she was 17, he said, I don't want you to be a minor. I could get in trouble. Well, he couldn't help himself either. A short time later, he arrived and we locked him up. And I think he may be dealing with some ICE officials also. Next, Mohammed.
This is all these illegals. Most of these are illegal stuff for that white man in the beginning.
I've been telling people all them illegals, they used to that.
Mohammed, when he was told several times, he persisted to ask the decoy how she could make him climax. Well, the only climax he got was coming to.
Because what they forget, this is what you do in your country. You in a different country. This is not your country. Y'all do that over there. We don't mess with children. I mean, right, exactly. Messing with children. Hold on.
I'm talking about they mess with them young too. Like it be sick.
Right.
Off again, semi-pro soccer player. He went on to say he kept asking for some nasty sexual stuff that I'm not going to get into. But when he was told that the decoy was 17, he said, send me a photo and that's fine with me. And he said an extra $20 for an additional sex act that I'm not going to get into. And then he couldn't help himself. He decided to show up. Well, I guess that's why he's semi-pro and not pro, because if you're pro, you should know not to come to Bloomington and mess with little girls. Next, Adam, when he was told that the girl was 17, he said that might be a little too risky. Are you in Bloomington? Well, that should be a clue right there for you, man, that you don't want to come here and do this. He said he didn't see a girl on here that young before. He didn't want to be in a sting. And he questioned if this was seriously legit or not. Well, he couldn't help himself either. He showed up, and he's in excavation. Well, I wonder how he's going to dig himself out of this hole. Don't come to my city messing with some of these young girls, man. Next, Anthony. Ooh, boy, Anthony. Anthony, man. Well, he asked the decoy how old they were. He said 17. He said, oh my God, so a minor. Yes. He said a teenager. Okay, it should be a clue. I can't say that. Yeah, he talked talked about, yeah, I can't say that. They can't say that either. He said he hopes it's true that she's not a cop, and he was so nervous. Well, he couldn't help himself either. And he came over, and we locked him up, and he's a concrete worker. Well, he's got some pretty hard shoes to get out of now after he came here. Alex. He was told that the girl was 17. He decided that he was going to come too. He couldn't help himself, so when he showed up, we locked him up. He also had $2,600 in currency, and I think some ICE officials may be speaking with him.
Another illegal.
Most of them are, though.
Next,
they got a lot of them out here too. Most of them are illegal.
Yeah.
So he had agreed to have sex with a 17-year-old girl. He proceeded to send a picture of himself
with his pants off.
To pay our detectives extra money for having a look at that.
Like he said, they can't help themselves, man. No matter what, they can't help themselves.
Next, Justin.
Of course they'll
I think everybody knows about Justin here, so I'm not going to get into that too much, other than to say that, as everybody knows right now, he is under federal prosecution. And I'm going to say one thing that Justin said that you might not know. The decoy had told him that they live with their aunt, and that their aunt was gone till next week. And then Justin had asked because he asked that, and he came here trying to have sex with a child. You'll notice.
Wow, I'm not gonna let that hold. You get a glimpse of what's going on there.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but it was going on, but they was rounding them up out here too, and most of them are
they do
illegal
the same
immigrants.
thing there.
Man, they be clean.
They do the same type of operations there.
Man, what? They be getting them too, and then like I said,
but you know what they say, Houston full of. You know they say Houston full of STDs. All that HIV got down there. What's going on in Houston?
It's because a bunch of them illegal immigrants in the sex trade. So you know these niggas out here freaky, and then them illegals out here they freaky. That drives up the numbers. You know what I mean? Shit.
And they probably don't use condoms. They probably don't use no condoms.
Probably. Shit, them motherfuckers don't know what a condom is.
Ain't they deporting a lot of them illegals out of Texas?
Man, they've been on a rampage since Trump been in office. They've been getting them. They get it, and then they had to be gathered at a club or something. They always here. No, they rounding them up out here. Then they catch them all at a nightclub or something. And then they be going, man, Houston not playing this shit. They getting them out there.
Oh, they not okay.
Man, you better ask somebody. And then plus Texas ain't playing with them no way. They getting them up out of there.
Do you like Abbott? Because I like Abbott.
I can't stand his ass.
Abbott?
I can't stand his ass. I swear that nigga can walk. I can't stand that nigga's name on all my paperwork.
Hey, do y'all really call him Hot Wheels?
I don't know. The Democrats.
Y'all really call him Hot Wheels?
Hell yeah. I said one time I'm gonna put in wheelchair. I can't stand that motherfucker. Because his name on all the paperwork. And
I like Abbott. I don't know why you don't like. I like Abbott.
Because every time I look at a piece of paperwork,
Abbott don't play. He get that shit done.
This is why. Because he won't do nothing about child support or family court reform, and his name is on all that paperwork. You get him?
What you mean he won't do nothing about it?
You can easily change that shit up. Family court and child support. He won't even change it up. Like these motherfuckers get away with kidnapping the kid, not altering child support. And then
Oh, okay.
in family court,
Okay.
I'm like, they won't do shit about it. They can literally kidnap the kid at will and then go to court and they be like, makeup time. Bullshit. We do that shit over the time.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. That shit is crazy. We don't come back with the child. They call Amber Alert.
Right.
Ain't that about a bitch?
But I thought
Which
Trump
is a crime because you know that child ain't
I
in
thought Trump did executive order. Oh, that was for child support.
Yeah.
He signed something about child support. Trump did.
Yeah, he was saying if a woman got the kid on
That
a
made
dad
it
on
better.
child support, it goes to that child tax credit goes to the daddy. You know what I mean? That's what that was about.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
Hell yeah. And then they need to dig deep.
Okay.
They need to dig deeper because when you have them custody orders, they don't do nothing to these motherfucking hoes. They just let them, all they got to say is the child don't want to go and then don't release the child. I'm like, what? Nah, man, but you already know. I just sat back and I did it online. I filed, because I talked to the district court here and they gave me the link to file that shit online. So I've been filing that and I've been working on the affidavit. So I'm locking everybody ass up. That's why I don't like Abbott. Fuck him. Fuck that nigga.
Okay.
I hope he don't get his goddamn. I hope
now he do get shit done.
He ain't getting shit done that got shit to do with men. I know that part. Fuck that nigga.
Hold on, this is my daughter.
Oh.
Hey, I'm live, Shakira. Play what number?
My auntie played it. She hit too.
So what's the number?
Birthday 517.
Okay. Oh, I got time to play it. Okay, I'm going to play it.
He said play it for 3 days. He said because it hasn't failed 517. He said play it for 3 days because it's time for it to come 517.
Play it straight.
It's been coming.
Y'all running numbers.
I'm gonna will it for $6.
Okay, I'm gonna will it too. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye-bye.
How the hell you gonna be talking about?
Let me tell you, my daughter. Well, let me just tell you,
damn, I'll be playing that number.
I'm telling you, my daughter's grandfather, he hit for 20 grand, 10 grand all the time. He just hit 20 grand. So he's saying play 517. You best believe I'm going to play it. I'm going to will it.
You talking about with the lottery or something? Or what is it?
Yes.
With like the
lottery.
pick 3? With the pick 3?
Yeah, we got daily 3. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Yep,
I'm
sure is going to play it. You ain't got to worry.
Shit, you ain't got to tell me. The Somalians.
She said play it for 3 days. She said play it for 3 days.
Well, shit, I'm going to go play that motherfucker. God damn.
I can't stand when my phone. I can't stand this when my phone does.
The Somalians getting over with.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get back to where I left off. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and read while I'm trying to get back to where I left off. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Man, I'm chilling. Hey, I'm chilling.
My phone jumped. Down. Let's go to the article. Shit. What's the article?
Like we got something else to do. We chilling. It's Sunday.
Oh,
the day he made it. And then, like
Yep,
them
I'm gonna go
Somalians,
to this
man, I still
article.
don't understand.
I
Still
hate
don't
when my
understand why
phone
they
does that, and it do it all the time. So I'm about to go.
charge it up then.
Why what?
You said what you got to do with it?
No, it just moves. So I'm just gonna skip what I was doing till I get back there. We moving to Oklahoma though. We had a ball in Oklahoma. Okay, so now I'm just going article.
Man, you know that's Tornado
Missouri.
Alley.
Shit. Hold on.
You know that's Tornado Alley now.
I know.
And then when it get cold out there, it get cold. It be the weather.
I know.
Here. But y'all just, man, you got to play it. One thing about here, when we see rain coming, it could be a sunny day. Next thing
well,
you know,
it ain't gonna be nothing like the cold up here.
Shit.
It ain't gonna be nothing like the cold up here.
I know it ain't.
It get below zero.
Hey, that cold down here in Oklahoma have to put on a coat.
And I'm tired of it. Huh?
Man, you supposed to be. I say that cold in Oklahoma.
Well, I'm just saying, but it ain't gonna be like up here. That's what I'm saying.
Well, shit, move your ass on Oklahoma, man. Get it closer to your
right,
roots.
same thing up here, south. but it get below. It get below zero up. Minnesota shooters.
Just telling me some shit like that make me want to grab my coat.
This is the man. This is the man, Lance Bolter, who unalived that Center County, Minnesota's neighbors say gunshots were heard. Authorities found Lance Bolter's vehicle abandoned in Sibley County, Minnesota, near the intersection of Minnesota Highway 25 and 301st Avenue in Faxton Township.
When
Let me
is
show
that?
y'all how he looked. Brian Eaton from News Minnesota right now. Yep. Brian Eaton from News Nation reported that neighbors heard gunshots in the early morning. Bolter's cowboy hat was also found in the area. This is in June when they unalived Melissa. The man even said that Tim Waltz paid him to unalive her, the governor. I ain't got there yet. Let me see.
Wow.
Brian Eaton from News. Yep. That's why I'm saying I put it all together. Brian Eaton from News Nation reported that neighbors heard gunshots. 57-year-old Vance Bolter allegedly carried out a coordinated, politically motivated assault targeting Minnesota Democrats. In 2019, to serve on the Minnesota Workforce Development Board, a multi-member advisory body focused on statewide workforce policy. Authorities launched a large-scale manhunt after Bolter, disguised as a police officer, fatally shot former House Speaker Melissa Horton and her husband and wounded State Senator John Hoffman and his wife in their homes. During the investigation, police allegedly discovered a hit list in Bolter's SUV.
Damn.
That list contains Senator Tina Smith, abortion providers, and radical Congressman Ilhan Omar. Damn, he had a list.
Damn.
Yeah, but he said that he was paid by Tim Waltz.
So he was gonna kill Tim Waltz anyway, even though he said he hired him. Am I understanding that right?
Yep, and perfectly well.
How the hell? Well, he was gonna get rid of the evidence anyway. You like, I might as well kill everybody else. You know what I mean?
Right.
Take their ass out too. Because there's no way that you hire somebody to do something, they ain't gonna have thoughts of taking you out too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But so here we go. And this is how he looked. He in the cowboy hat. And this is the senator that he unalive, Melissa.
Damn.
But that's him.
That's white on white crime like a motherfucker.
So now this was right. The Minnesota shooting story has taken another wild turn. Suspect Vance Bolter shot statements to mayor's bosses. Hoffman and his wife are expected. Bolter was dressed like a police officer during the shooting. After exchanging gunfire with police, he abandoned his fake police vehicle. His fake police vehicle, which contained no Kings flyers. No Kings was the theme of this weekend's anti-Trump protest. He's on the run. His wife Jennifer ran a private security firm for which he held the title of Director of Patrols. Bolter was a private sector representative appointed by Tim Waltz. Jennifer might have been an intern for Waltz when he was in Congress. That was the first odd term. The second was Jennifer was detained during a traffic stop where they detained his wife where cash, a firearm, and passports were discovered in her car. The wife of the assassin, Vance Bolter, is being detained and questions after counts found a weapon, ammunition, cash, passports. Then Bolter was stopped by police for driving a car in Onema, Minnesota. In her, she had. So they arrested her after finding all that.
And these are white people
It's
doing
a mess, ain't it?
This is why I was gonna do that.
Best friend of accused Minnesota.
Man. And then you said that they own a security company or whatever. I'm like, this is why that all white town.
Here you go. Now that's the man there. That's the man, and this is best friend who told on him. I'm about to read that article.
I'll tell on them too. I'm like, man, I ain't in that. Y'all tripping.
Right. The best friend and roommate of Vance Bolter said he got a chilling final text message from the killer saying he would soon be dead just hours after the shooting. David Carson revealed that Bolter texted at about 6 a.m. shortly after Democratic State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband were killed, and John Hoffman and his wife were shot. Bolter texted Carson and a third friend that he would be dead shortly and that he loved them. David and Ron, I love you guys. I made some choices and you guys don't know anything about this, but I'm going to be gone for a while, maybe dead shortly. So I just want to let you know I love you guys both and I wish it hadn't gone this way, Carson read from his phone. Damn. I don't want to say anything more and implicate you anyway because you guys don't know anything about this. But I love you guys and I'm sorry for all the trouble this has caused. Carlson immediately called authorities, fearing that Bolton may have hurt himself. The that his friend who he first met in fourth grade could be involved in the heinous killings. He wasn't a hateful person, Carlson said, but he needed help.
Shit.
Wow. You can't
Shit.
make this stuff up.
Bullshit. He ain't a hateful person. That's been hate building up for somebody to go that far with it. I don't care what nobody say. Talking about he wasn't no person. Man, you done seen what this dude probably would do. I'd be like, man, why? I'm glad you text me this so I can go and tell them about you. Not being in that. They gonna think, like, man, get this nigga off the street. Cause he on some bullshit right there. Cause if somebody telling you that at the same time, they're gonna think you harboring a criminal or you had information and didn't tell nobody. I'm like, man. I'm like,
oh, let me put this on my Detroit. Hold on.
Yeah, Detroit. Man, these white
Hold
folks.
on, no, I got something. I just found something in my phone that I forgot.
That's why I was doing the show on the damn all white town in Arkansas, man, because that's dangerous. You know what I mean? That's why I was doing it.
Did you go live yesterday?
No, I didn't. I just sit up and
Did
chill.
you go live yesterday?
No, I sat up and chilled. I was enjoying chilling on your show yesterday every time you went live. So I just chilled out. But I'm going to do a show today.
You are? Okay. All right, we done with that.
I'm going to talk
Let me
about
get back to this because we got this. That's going to be good too.
Yeah, oh yeah. And you see how I lay it out
back.
when I'm doing my shows. It be there. You know what I mean? I just go on talk about
I believe it.
Man, this was gonna be a good one because I was lighting Obama up. I'm like, he done lost his damn mind.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna light his ass up too. You mean about what everybody should about what he said?
Yeah, and I was saying like that word mentor is a strong word. That means these people listening to you like you God. You know what I mean? Like if you say anything, man, I be telling people about that. My mentor, I ain't got no damn mentor. I listen to me. I learn from people, but I listen to me. God damn it, ain't nobody for the man.
Right.
Are you crazy? You can learn from people, but ain't nobody gonna be telling me what the fuck to do and how to do it and when to do it. I'm
That's
like, no.
Fact.
Like you got me. I ain't got no damn mentor. When a person uses the word mentor, that's a word of control. That's a form of control, man. I don't give a damn nobody say my mentor. And it always be something going on with their mentor. You know what I mean? I was lighting Obama up like it wasn't nothing on my last show. On my last show, I was lighting that boy up, man. For that mentor.
I bet you was too.
Yeah, the last show I did on the channel, I was talking about Obama. That dude there, man, I said I think he got a problem with his daddy. And he always targeting black men in any kind of way. Even if they boys and shit. You know that NAMBLA shit. That pedo shit is that NAMBLA shit. You know what NAMBLA is, right?
It is. Yep, I do.
Man, that's crazy.
Yep, I sure do.
Want me to go get him? I got the bag right there. Hey, give me a second. I'll be right back. I need to
just drop on down.
To the car.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
All right. I'm trying to find this next one. It's gonna have to be part 2. Okay, I'm almost there. April 20th. Give me a minute. Damn, I shouldn't have this much. Hey, I should not have this much information. Where is the video? Because I'm about to end this and come right back. Put this phone on the charger. Okay, here we go now. This one is, okay. Oh, I think this is it. Oh, no, that's Massachusetts. Here we go. Here it is.
Joining me now is Sky News contributor Kosha Gator. Kosha, this case is incredible. If the races were reversed here, I think the media coverage would be dramatically different. And the manner in which Carmelo Anthony's family is playing the victim, raising money, holding press conferences, I mean, that's quite incredible.
We're not talking about
That's what
that.
shocks me too. It really just shows a sickness that exists in America. We heard Tim Walz, the failed vice presidential candidate, mocking Tesla's share price falling, attacking Elon Musk repeatedly, and to see these acts across the country, people going around vandalizing cars belonging to individuals, not just, I'm not advocating for attacking dealerships, but when you're actually attacking the personal property of someone, I mean, really, again, we talked about the sickness that exists. This is another example of it.
It is another example, and I think the meta point is that the consequences are just too soft and too weak in culture in general. Decriminalization, selective outrage, letting certain people off the hook based on where they fall. In this case, this policy analyst did get arrested, as you mentioned, so there are some consequences which are necessary to have deterrence. But unless and until we see that much more strongly, unfortunately, I think these acts are only going to continue because people...
And this is Tim Waltz, employee accused of $20,000 worth of damage to the Tesla.
And so they want to do these kinds of things.
Absolutely. We've had a lot of Democrat politicians refusing to disavow this sort of violence. And the left has become increasingly activist and violent in its behaviour. We saw that throughout the BLM riots, around $2 billion worth of damage, very few consequences and arrests. You compare that to, say, what happened on January 6th.
So that's what that was. Tim Waltz, employee, was caught damaging a Tesla, $20,000 worth of damage. Oh, I think I'm going to do Shannon. I just want to make sure that's it, because I'm about to end this live. I don't know. What is that noise outside? Hey, y'all. Okay, that is it for that one. Oh, we've been on an hour, 5 minutes. Let me see. Oh, that's his dog crying. Hey, Todd. Okay, let me see where I am on this one. I do want to finish up part of this. All right, give me a minute. Hold on, I'm gonna let you come. I'm about to put this phone on a charger. I'm gonna let this go about another 20 minutes. Hold on 1 second. Let me put this phone on the charger.
Go on, handle your business. All I know is I've been telling people these illegal immigrants not supposed to be in office, and then they come over here and scam the government and then run back home. Like, that makes no sense. And I don't care if you do have your papers. You're not from here. They always gonna hold home good to you.
I told you, hold on a minute. I had to put my phone on the charger.
No, I was just saying something while I was up there. I wasn't just gonna sit here and be no sex symbol. God damn it. I got to say something. I got to contribute to the topic. I wasn't just gonna sit up here and be no sex symbol, God damn it, like Orange Juice Jones or somebody. God damn it, what the fuck?
Appreciate you too. I'm gonna do these last two, so it's gonna have to be a part 2 on this one. It's gonna have to be a part 2.
Handle your business. I'm just sitting up here chilling, listening to these stories.
And StreamYard seem to be tripping.
Man, StreamYard
I probably
always
just need to reboot. That's what I need.
It does that because
It
it's a lot
sure
of,
do. And I told them I was leaving. They gave me a discount.
man, but it's just like it's a lot of people on the internet right now too. So it's draining that too. So you know what I mean? It's gonna have that glitch, it's overload.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit, people, it's a lot of news to talk about, and then it's a lot of nonsense. It's just whatever you want to talk about. Somebody can sit up there and just stare at you and shit. Goddamn it, for about 10 minutes and don't say shit.
Okay, I got the
They be
video
online
now.
wasting up. Okay, run
So
it.
do, but
I'm here
this gonna
chilling.
have to be a part 2. I'm about to play, huh? I'm
I
about
said
to play
run
the
it. I'm
video of
chilling.
the assassin. Here we go.
Pretending to be a police officer, shot 2 Minnesota Democrat politicians and their spouses. State Rep Melissa Hortman has been announced as deceased, along with her husband. And State Senator John Hoffman and his wife were also shot, but they have come out of surgery and are expected to survive. Shot by Vance Luther Bolter. Bolter is an associate, personally known to Minnesota Governor Tim Waltz, the failed, rather extravagantly non-sexual vice presidential candidate. Had appointed Mr. Bolter to a government development board. Bolter, although he presents as extremely Caucasian, you can see him there in the thumbnail, is also reportedly an active member of the group Minnesota Africans United.
What?
I don't know how many Africans there are in Minnesota.
Minnesota Africans United.
But apparently
that's crazy.
The focus of attention of Luther Bolter.
Ain't that crazy?
Vance Luther Bolter.
But it's white Africans too. That's what Elon Musk was talking about.
Innocent, only if you're on the left, I guess. Everyone's presumed innocent until convicted, but that's the way the evidence is leading, as reported by the media and law enforcement in Minnesota. So apparently, Vince Luther Bolter had dressed himself up as a police officer, wore a bulletproof vest, carried a taser, drove a car that resembled a police vehicle, and went to these politicians' homes to assassinate them, and successfully. He remains on the run, but they got his vehicle, his pseudo-police vehicle. By the way, it appears he ran a small security company, so that might be where he got the gear and the cop-like vehicle. He remains on the run, but they grabbed his vehicle at the site of the murder, of the assassination. And inside his vehicle, they found a political manifesto with a death list of many politicians and many flyers for the progressive No Kings riots scheduled nationwide this weekend. The targets here of Bolter, because they recently broke with their Democrat colleagues and voted to end free health care for illegal migrants in the state. Now, that's definitely true of Melissa Hortman. She gave interviews about how difficult the vote was. There seems to be some ambiguity about whether or not Senator Hoffman voted against this free health care for illegal migrants. That may not have happened. So he may have been targeted for assassination by Bolter for some other reason. It's also rumored, although I don't know if this is true, that Representative Hortman, who was killed here along with her husband, had been planning to switch parties to become a Republican. I mean,
wow, unbelievable.
And I can believe it.
Were murdered by this progressive lunatic attacker, leaving children behind. Can you imagine? And again, I say I'm the father of 4 kids. I'm extremely aware of the role I play in my children's lives.
I like him. I watch him. He brings up that paperwork on every case.
Yeah. And then the fact that it sounds crazy that a white person can call themselves African. It's not crazy because there's white people in Africa too.
Right now, we're getting an update from the Attorney General. And please, let's listen in.
Well's the mayor. Omar.
He's so weak.
Her husband, Mark, were shot and killed early this morning in what appears. Speaker Hortman was someone who served the people of Minnesota with grace, compassion, humor, and a sense of service. She was a formidable public servant, a fixture and a giant in Minnesota. She woke up every day determined to make this state a better place. She is irreplaceable, and we've been missed by so many. Minnesota's thoughts and prayers are with her family, her loved ones, her children, and her parents. My prayers also go out to State Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette, who were each shot multiple times. The Hoffmans are out of surgery at this time and receiving care, and we are cautiously optimistic they will survive this assassination attempt. This was an act of targeted political violence. Peaceful discourse is the foundation of our democracy. We don't sit.
I can't stand Tim Waltz. I think he's the weakest man in America. He is weak.
Hey, but look, this is what's crazy. They people doing it to them now. The white folks in Africa, they are Africans. That's the crazy thing. When you think of Africa, you just think of black people. No, it's white Africans too. And look what they doing to them. They thought it was a game. Them white people are illegal immigrants too. That's what I'm gonna be talking about. I'm like, man, that's the main point of why I'm doing that show too. I'm like, man, I gotta open y'all eyes, man. And then, man, what?
Let me
And
make
that
sure I
all
got
white
this.
town is dangerous. That means they're gonna set up something like a Jonestown. You know, that's how I look at that.
Right.
I'm like, so they're gonna be able to guard you off, and you can't come in there, the government. And then, like Dave Koresh did, they blaming the government. Why y'all ain't blaming that crazy ass white dude sitting in there doing the most? Y'all ain't blame him. Well, he had kids in there. Y'all didn't say nothing this whole time. And then when they tried to go in there and get the kids, look what happened. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't
All
hear
right.
that.
Yeah, you're right. Here go another one.
What don't you understand about yes or no? Like, what can't you comprehend about yes or no questions? Do you still want to abolish ICE? Do you still want to abolish ICE?
You don't just stop people by saying nice things. Oh, Rand, you want to get a nuclear bomb and you keep saying kill all the Jews and no. You lay down the law. And then you know what? They turn into a bunch of bitches. And that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
3 blue state governors were on defense for hours on Thursday during a House Oversight hearing where Republicans accused them of reckless immigration policies in their states. Governors Tim Walz, J.B. Pritzker, and Kathy Hochul testified at the high-profile hearing that ran from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
That was that sanctuary city. I'm going to play that on another one. Okay, here we go. We're going to do this one.
Hey, all those sanctuary cities are harboring illegals, man. They committing treason.
It is. That's what they are. Yep.
They know that's illegal, but they still trying to take up for them so they can get money out of them. You know what I mean? And then get the government to pay for them.
Yep. That was for the state. Exactly.
Man, it's a big. I've been saying that that Biden whole campaign.
Here we go. This is why he killed her. I found it.
And Obama too. His campaign, they committed a lot of treason. They talking about Obama deported a lot of people. I'm like, when and where? I ain't see that. You know what I mean? I ain't see Obama deporting people.
But they said he did.
Man,
I didn't know we had that type of problem back then.
Man, we've been at that problem, but Obama ain't.
But this is why.
To manipulate their way into the home.
They approached their victims. They had a car with license items.
Yes, the question is, what kind of vehicle, how were they dressed? They did drive a vehicle that looked exactly like an SUV squad car. It was equipped with lights, emergency lights that looked exactly like a police vehicle. And yes, they were wearing a vest, taser, other equipment that would, a badge very similar to mine, that no question, if they were in this room, you would assume that they are a police officer.
So that's before they knew who he was.
They're going to have to start pulling over all these cars that look like security cars now. But that's dangerous right there. That's what I'm going to be talking about in my show. Because I was supposed to do it last week, but I was just sitting back waiting on more and more so I could give certain examples.
Some more information?
No, I knew the information, but I was just waiting on certain things to happen. And then, so I can, really put the nail in the coffin on that. But I knew when they started that all-white city thing, I said, man, it reminded me of nothing but the damn Dave Koresh in Jonestown. That's what that remind me of. Because when they'll be able to...
That make a lot of sense when you say Dave Koresh.
Yeah, and then they'll own the land, so they'll be fighting to keep the government off it. So if they got a whole city of that, think about the damage they can do. Man, that's some dangerous shit. But I know they ain't letting that go down, because even the thought of that, They already know that's a terrorist group building in front of your face. You know what I mean? Because if they own that land and it's all private, they're going to say that you violating them. They can be sitting over there on YouTube showing you how they feel and got guns everywhere, bombs, guns, all kind of weapons, and they land private, but you can't go on it. Man, that you know, that white hatred is coming out. That white hate,
I know it.
that white hater motherfucker. Now when you see them white folks, now I've been telling you, everybody niggas just the word that's stuck for these slaves.
Surely is, but at least the illegals, the new niggas.
Yeah.
State Representative Melissa Horton and her husband were murdered, while State Senator John Hoffman and his wife are in critical condition following emergency surgery. So I did some digging the minute this story broke, and I have found some pretty explosive details. And legacy media, they're not reporting on all of it. There is a shocking connection between the suspect and lawmakers in Minnesota. First, though, this is 57-year-old Vance Luther Butler, now wanted by police. He's the director of security patrols for a Minnesota-based private security firm. Now, that role could explain how Butler had access to a law enforcement-style vehicle and uniform. His company's website also shows that he worked in Gaza and other global conflict zones. It also says he's...
Now, did you hear that? Gaza?
Yeah.
Africa. Who is this man?
I'm telling you, the white Africans over there, man.
Now, here's where it gets even more unsettling. Omar was appointed by Governor Tim Waltz in 2019 to a Minnesota workforce board. His certificate of appointments reads, quote, "Because of the special trust and confidence I have in your integrity, judgment, and ability, I have appointed and commissioned you to have and to hold the office of business member." That special trust did not age well. Now, here's something curious. Just last week, Representative Melissa Hortman got emotional during a speech. She was the only Democrat to vote no on a bill that would provide taxpayer-funded health care for illegal immigrants.
I know that people will be hurt by that vote, and we worked very hard to try to get a budget deal that wouldn't include that provision. I did what leaders do. I stepped up and I got the job done for the people of Minnesota.
Hortman's decision faced immediate backlash by the left. Watch this.
Hortman knows she let down her own caucus members with the vote.
They're right to be mad at me. I think some of them are pretty angry. I think that their job was to make folks who voted for that bill feel like crap. And I think that
illegals don't deserve free health care.
They don't deserve shit.
Why we got to pay for their fucking health care?
That's
right.
taking out.
We can't go to their country and get free health care.
They over there kicking out motherfuckers in their country. Africans can't even go in the UK. They can't know the UK.
Oh my God.
Mexicans are kicking out people.
Got wet. Look.
Damn, you wet up your cigarettes?
Oh, almost. Yeah, these gonna have to dry. I'm about to put them on the window.
Man, you better set the motherfuckers on the window and let them dry out. God damn it. Don't do that. Ain't wasting no good cigarette. God damn it. I'll be mad at the motherfucker too.
That's what I'm doing.
Shit, you set them on that ledge on that window, man. They gonna dry out real quick. Yeah, but I'm saying, man, why the hell are they fighting so hard for these illegal motherfuckers, but they ain't getting shit from their country? I'm like, first of all, the key word is illegal.
Right, because we can't go over there and get free anything.
Shit, they try to kill us. And then they shipping Americans out. Mexico don't want nobody other than Mexicans in their country, even Central Americans, but they want to take their ass over here. And get
right,
free
and they said, look, and they said you got to speak Spanish. Right.
Mm-hmm. That's why Trump said your ass better know English.
And they got to speak.
Man.
Right, and when you come here, know English. I get it. But here she go. This is
So as
her.
you saw there, her vote sparking major outrage and her even acknowledging the backlash. Now, we can't confirm that this political fallout was a motive in her death, but it certainly does raise some serious questions. As for the shooter, according to reports on Ground News, the suspect's vehicle contained a target list with the names of Governor Tim Waltz, representatives on the political aisle will cover the story. And if you check out the bias comparison tab, that's my favorite, it's a helpful tool to see the full picture. And it tells us that left-leaning outlets are calling this targeted political violence, while the right points to radical messaging and no kings flyers that are found in the suspect's car. We're going to get to more on that in just a second. But if you want to check out this website on your own, I've put a link down below for you to go ahead and click on. Now, here's what law enforcement sources told CNN.
What we're told from law enforcement sources briefed on the investigation is that there are a cache of additional weapons inside that car, indicating that the suspect was loaded for additional targets, possible confrontations with law enforcement or security, a large amount of ammunition. In an ammunition bag, they found a Father's Day card, presumably addressed to the suspect. But there is also this manifesto which lays out his issues. And on top of that, a very, very long list of names, approximately 70 names. This includes numerous state legislators from Minnesota, but it also includes other elected officials, a couple of mayors. It includes other places in Minnesota, including medical clinics, abortion providers, pro-life advocates, and it includes some locations and individuals from out of state.
Most media outlets right now being very vague as far as who's on that list or what's in the manifesto. Now, another major piece of this, the no kings flyers that we just talked about, found in the suspect's car. Watch this.
What else was inside that car was revealed by Minnesota State Patrol. They posted a photo of a ton of No Kings flyers that you see here that was found inside of the car. And because of that, lawmakers like Governor Waltz, as well as the law enforcement officials, they have asked people all across Minnesota to not attend No Kings events today. And in fact, a No Kings event in Northeast Minneapolis was just outright canceled.
With news of this violence, Democrats are now shifting their rhetoric. And before I show you what the left was saying just a few days ago, let's take a listen to what they're saying today. Here's Governor Tim Waltz this morning.
This was an act of targeted political violence. Peaceful discourse is the foundation of our democracy. We don't settle our differences with violence or at gunpoint. We must all, Minnesota and across the country, stand against all forms of political violence. At this precipice moment we're on, this tragic act here in Minnesota should serve as a reminder to all of us. The democracy and the debates in the halls of Congress, in state houses, in school boards, is a way to settle our differences peacefully and move society to a better place.
This is a much different tone from Tim Waltz than what we have seen over the past few months. Here's what Governor wrote on X today, quote, "This
I can't stand Gavin Newsom.
Now being shot and assassinated for their political beliefs. We pray for their families. We grieve with Minnesota. Peace in our politics." For Newsom to say that lawmakers are now being targeted for their political beliefs, where has he been the last few years?
Right.
I mean, how can he easily forget about Steve Scalise, who was shot in 2017 during a congressional baseball game? Then there was Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh's would-be assassin who was arrested outside of his home after the leak. And then we can't forget President Trump, who had not just one, but 2 attempts on his life. These Democrats now demanding we turn down the temperature, they should take a hard look in the mirror because this is what they were just saying a few days ago.
Called out on this because I called Donald Trump a wannabe dictator. It's because he is. It's because he is. Oh. The governor's being mean and the governor's speaking out on that. Well, maybe it's time for us to be a little meaner. Maybe it's time for us to be a little more fierce. Because we have to ferociously push back on this. And again, I'll speak to my teacher colleagues in here. The thing that bothers a teacher more than anything is to watch a bully, to watch this bully and to stop it. And when it's a child, you talk to them and you tell them why bullying's wrong. But when it's adult like Donald Trump, you bully the shit out of him back.
In response to this military event,
do it peacefully. It's a vulgar display. It's the kind of thing you see Kim Jong-un, you see it Putin, you see with dictators around the world that are weak and just want to demonstrate strength. Weakness masquerading as strength. How weak do you have to be to commandeer the military to fet you on your birthday in a vulgar display of weakness?
That's because you incompetent as hell. You have destroyed California, Newsom. You have destroyed a beautiful state. You ass.
They tried to do it to Texas, but you see how they get down here. Nah, they rounding them up left and right out here. And what's so crazy is like, how are you sitting up here fighting so hard for illegal immigrants? You see what this is.
Exactly, because they getting paid. They getting paid by George Soros, and I've got some. I'm doing some on him. They making him testify. They sent him a subpoena finally with his old ass. But his son is worse than he is.
I've been saying since COVID, when you seeing these people just walk across the border, just lines of them, miles and miles of the motherfuckers walking from Central. I'm like, who the hell told them they can do that? You can't do that in no other country. And then
Biden and Harris did.
Yeah, Biden and
we
Harris.
Supposed to take care of you.
And then
we supposed to take care of you.
And
but see, Trump done pulled all that money. They can't. Guess what? They can't make it here because Trump done pulled all that funding from them. And Massachusetts just evicted them out the hotel. How y'all gonna make it here? You can't. We can barely make it.
And then they coming over here doing that lawless shit they be doing over there, thinking that it's cool. And then the police ain't the police ain't shooting their ass down or spraying them with water hoses and dogs and German shepherds and everything like they did us.
Now say that.
But they getting away with it, and they treating them they treating them like they don't know no better.
But guess what? If the black folks would have joined that protest, they would have got that shit.
Black people ain't joining that shit.
If we would have joined the protest, they would have did all of that.
Yeah, but look, black people ain't in that because that ain't our fight. Let the motherfuckers fight. That's them. You let them over here, that's your fault. You know they not supposed to be here. That's treason. That's a civil war that you just started on American soil. That's treason.
I agree.
That's why I've always said in every broadcast, damn near, Obama, Biden, Harris, all of them, they gonna get locked up for treason because they let this happen. I'm telling you, that's what's going down. Now you see a lot of them officials. Remember, what's his name up in New York? Ben what? Carson, ain't that his name? Or something like that. The dude up in New York, man, all them sanctuary cities are all them. They gonna get locked up for treason because what they did is create a civil war on American soil, and I've been saying that since COVID.
They should.
Because when COVID hit, that's when them people started just walking over the border, and I'm like, who the hell told you?
You can trump the federal government. You a state. You cannot trump the federal government.
Exactly. I'm like, man, they done lost their damn mind.
And they think they can. No, you can't.
Man, but it's coming. You see it slowly but surely coming back on them. They getting them, and they not playing with them either because you open that border up. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to do that. No other country does it.
Yep.
Them people in Africa.
Look,
them people
Trump
in
ain't
Africa
playing with the people.
Okay. Yeah, the people in Africa trying to invade every other country. The UK won't let them in. You can't even be in the UK after your work college visa or any kind of visa. Once it's up, it's up. It's a lot of motherfuckers over here from 20 plus years and had anchor babies. Them kids should not be legal. That's why Trump
I
is shit.
agree. We on the same page.
I'm like, that's crazy. You can do that. And you can't even do it in the country they came from. So what the hell is it that they can do it over here? That's the most ass backwards I've ever seen. Like, them people that let that ride, they getting them though. You know, like in a way, man. And then that dude calling himself African, which he probably is if he's mentioning Gaza and everything like that. Them white people don't understand. It's a lot of white people in Africa too. Born white people.
It is.
Like, that's one thing people forgetting and missing.
Yeah, but they still came over there and colonized. That's their grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-great-great-grand, the colonizers. You right.
Yeah. And then on top of that, when you think about it, white people are illegal immigrants in the U.S. I'm telling you, it gets deep.
Agreed. Say that part. They be saying go back to Africa. No, you go back to Europe.
You go back to Europe and Africa. They won't go back over there. I bet you
Right.
one of these white folks over here, even the hillbillies won't even go over there. They won't go to Europe or nothing. They'd rather be hillbillies over here than go over there and deal with their own kind. You know what I mean? But you know, that's just what it is. Man, don't sit up and tell us go back to Africa. You can tell a white person, take your ass back to Africa. Your people over there. That's where y'all from, ain't it? And then they act like the Chinese.
Right.
Then they act like the Chinese and everybody ain't illegal
Right.
immigrants. I'm like, what the hell is a Chinese dude doing at the damn Mexican border going through the fence?
And you let
Shit. They deport
those are
Mexican.
sales. I think they was sent here.
Of course
I think they was
sitting
sent here by China. Yeah, they deporting their ass too.
Yeah, but I
Look,
said
they deporting their ass too.
they deport them too, but I want that shit on camera. Like y'all doing to everybody else, put their ass on camera too. All them illegal white folks. Don't just do one group. Put them all on there. You know they're illegal. Most of them up north are illegal. The Jewish community, they illegal. Them Palestinians, them Ukrainians. Do you think them people ain't illegal? The Russians? Come on, man. All that's up north mostly. Or going to the East Coast.
I ain't seen them deport no Ukrainians at all.
Oh, they gonna get them out of here. They've been deporting them. They just don't show it. You have to look at it. You have to look it up. They ain't broadcasting that like they doing everybody else. But yeah, they getting them. And then they on the Chinese ass too. I'm like, man, these people.
Yeah, they are on their ass.
Man, what? Trying to tell you.
Oh, hold on, this one.
Go on, handle your business.
Hello? Yeah, 5:15. I want to go to the market. Come on, let's go to the market. We can go now. Well, all right, I'm about to get off. I'm going to the market. Thank you. I was going to try to do 2 videos, but I can't. So
no, man, you need. Hey, what's the number? 515.
Market.
What's the number? 515 for the 3 pick.
517.
517.
Okay, 517.
Okay,
yep.
Shit.
And let's see. I hope we both gonna get some money.
Man, we get some money.
I'm gonna play it too for 3 days.
Okay, I got you. Hey, thanks as always for having me on your show. Salute.
I'm telling you.
You
all
heard
right,
me?
y'all. Like, share, subscribe.
Okay, bet. And you, hey, hope we both
what you
win.
say?
I said, hope we both win, because I'm gonna go play those. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you. All right, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, hit that like button. See you later.
All right, have a good one.
All right, see y'all. You too.